And terming the death of Hamas chief a turning point, French President Emmanuel Macron said it offered a crucial opportunity to end Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza. Speaking at a press conference after meeting with other EU leaders at a summit in Brussels, Macron said this occasion should be seized upon so that all hostages can be freed and so that the war can be finally stopped.
This day is a turning point, as well as a military success for Israel. I think, as I say to the Israeli families of October 7, this occasion should be seized upon so that all hostages can be freed and so that the war can finally be stopped. Indeed, it is necessary to put an end to military operations and after this result, accept a ceasefire in Gaza to finally open a credible political perspective for both Israelis and Palestinians.
And Hezbollah has meanwhile announced a new and escalating phase of its conflict with Israel. In a statement early on Friday, the terror group said the Islamic Resistance Operations Room had decided Israel will be targeted in the coming days. The statement reads, Hezbollah announces a transition to a new and escalatory phase in the confrontation with the Israeli enemy, which will be reflected in the developments and events of the coming days. The announcement came after the Israeli military on Thursday said his forces killed Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas, which is a Hezbollah ally. The statement, however, made no mention of the Hamas chief. All right, we'll go across to my colleague Akshay Dongre. He is joining us live from Delhi. Akshay, the killing of Yahya Sinwar, who had been top of Israel's most wanted list, is a deeply significant moment in the war in Gaza. And Israel has confirmed and says war can end. We heard Joe Biden to Emmanuel Macron also. Any comments from Hamas?
Well, no, Abhishek. So far, we do not even have a confirmation about the death of Yahya Sinwar from Hamas. However, the confirmation has come from the Israeli Defense Forces, the Israeli Prime Minister, in fact, even from the US President Joe Biden, that Yahya Sinwar has been killed in the military operations that have been carried out by Israel yesterday. Now, we are actually looking at what can be possibly a turning point in this bloody conflict that has been going on for over 1 year now. So we have to look at it from 2 points of view. First would be the Israeli point of view, that the kind of operations that they have carried out against Hamas. They had killed Ismail Haniyeh in the month of August, and it has been only just 2 months that Yahya Sinwar had taken over as the chief of Hamas. In fact, he had taken over as the chief of Politburo of Palestine in the Gaza Strip, and now within 2 months of him taking over as the head of Hamas, he also has been killed by the Israeli airstrikes that took place in that particular region. No hostages were present here. That has been said by the Israeli Defense Forces. However, the demand that has been made by the Israeli Defense Forces that the operation will continue and will only end once the hostages are returned and Hamas surrenders the arms. So it is a total victory that Israel is expecting after the consecutive killings of the Hamas leadership, be it Ismail Haniyeh or now Yahya Sinwar. So one thing has become aptly clear, that the military or the offensive capabilities that Israel has have been yielding a lot of success in the past few months. In fact, not just in Hamas, but also in southern Lebanon, where Hezbollah has been on the target. Hezbollah chief was also killed just a few days back. Clearly signifies that the Israeli Defense Forces have maintained and rather have fortified their upper hand in this particular conflict. But the end of conflict, whether this is an end of conflict or it is a turning point, as it is being said by the Western leadership, that still remains a very big question, because it is highly unlikely that immediately after the killing of the Hamas chief, the fighters of Hamas that are operating from the Gaza Strip or the Hezbollah that is operating out of southern Lebanon is going to lay down their arms and surrender to the Israeli Defense Forces. We saw these kind of expectations coming in after the killing of Ismail Haniyeh, And now, once again, after the death of Yahya Sinwar, that the Israeli Defense Forces are expecting for the conflict to end. But yet, it remains highly unlikely that anything of that sort is coming in the next few days.
Can it change the scenario also, Akshay? What does Sinwar's death mean for the future of Hamas and Gaza? And how could Sinwar's death change the scenario?
Well, the only thing that is likely to change now, Abhishek, is the head of Hamas is going to be replaced by some other leader. There is no dearth of leaders again when it comes to Hamas, when it comes to the offensive capabilities or the organization as a whole. But we can expect Hamas to be more willing to negotiate on certain grounds, because this total annihilation of the Hamas leadership has been, in fact, a big blow to the capabilities of Hamas. Now, more than ever, Israel maintains a massive upper hand when it comes to this conflict, and it will be more aggressive when it comes to making demands that Hamas surrenders now all of its arms when it comes to the Gaza Strip. They are making a unilateral demand that hostages should be returned, and that the Hamas fighters that are present in the region, in the area, they lay down their arms. But yet again, Abhishek, we have seen this after the death of Hezbollah chief, the former Hamas chief, and now Yahya Sinwar as well, that this is further going to escalate the conflict, and it is highly unlikely that after the death of its chief, Hamas will be willing to step back from this conflict. Only what it means, or what it shows from what we have seen in the past months of the conflict, Hamas is going to try an all-out effort to get back to Israel, to seek revenge once again with a new head at the top. Given the fact that it's not just Hamas or Hezbollah that are fighting the war, it has many layers. It has Iranian support. It has support of other countries, other proxies that are operating from the area. So it remains to be seen that what is going to be a conclusion of this conflict.
All right, Akshay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for inputs.